In this video, this is gonna be a preview what's gonna be upcoming to my channel soon. And one thing I'm gonna be doing is doing tests on various different air purifiers. I'm also gonna be doing reviews of them. Plus, I'm gonna be telling you which one's good for your bird, which one can be harmful for your bird because it puts ozone or whatever out back into the air. And right now, I got three big ones, which is Rabbit Air, IQ Air, and Blue Air, and those are the three I'm gonna start off with. And the reason why I decided to go and do this because it kind of pains me every time I watch a video from a big name pet tuber, for example, that went ahead and did actual review of an air purifier, but doesn't really have no knowledge prior to doing that actual review, and also got it sponsored by Lavoya, the air purifier, which is, you know, of course, if you got it sponsored to you, you're more likely to put out a biased review and stuff like that. Just because it absorbs some of the odors, because they got activated carbon in it, which will actually absorb some of the odors into the cartridge, doesn't mean it's actually efficient in actually cleaning the air. And that's why I want to kind of do video series of it, and hopefully it'll catch traction where I'll start doing other air purifiers as well, even cheaper ones and stuff like that for those that want me to test it. But we're going to do proper testing. We're just not going to say and own it for we can say, oh yeah, this is good and that's it. No, we're actually going to use what you call an air particle meter, which is on the floor right there, and that's a 6-channel one. And that tells me exactly how well performing that this air purifier is, even to the down to the smallest particle. And then that way you can see how efficient the filter is from actually coming out of the unit, and we can see how much air the actual air cleaner is actually cleaning from a distance away from the unit. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to test the efficiency of each of the units. So I'm going to put the nozzle of that up to the actual outlet of this, so that way you can actually see how efficient, how much dirty air is actually getting past the filters. And then we're going to go ahead and set the air particle counter. We're going to measure going a distance away from the unit to see how well it's cleaned the air on its max and mid settings. And then I'm going to tell you which one's built better and stuff, because I'm an engineer, so I can tell you by quality and stuff, okay, this one's built better, this one's not, and what the downfalls of each of them is. We're going to go over cost too, how much the filters are to replace and how soon you got to replace the filter. So we got to replace the filter every 3 months to every year, so forth. We're going to go over cost over time, lifetime of the unit, and everything else. We're going to get into some real details, because personally me, I don't want to go by someone that got sponsored a unit from Lavoya that says, oh, this air purifier is actually good and that's it. No, I want to see hardcore numbers. I want to see, okay, this one actually eliminates this much air particles and about 100% efficient and stuff like that, so you know that you're getting your bang for your buck and that's actually doing the job it's supposed to do, and it's just not someone saying because it eliminates odor, because pretty much any air purifier on the market that has activated carbon will do a decent job of eliminating odors and stuff. And that's the other thing too, is how long will eliminate odors before it starts what we call deabsorbing process, which means that the carbon can't actually hold anymore and it starts deabsorbing all the stuff back into the air again, which is usually what typically happens. So that's another thing I want to get into too. But for now, in this video, I'm going to show you pretty much how I'm going to be doing some of the tests. It's going to be a little bit, of course, better, because I'm actually going to have a chair, measuring tape, and I'm actually going to go and set the unit up almost like if it was lab test, but this is going to be real world testing, because I got 5 birds that's going to put this thing to the test, and I got in the regular room, so you'll be able to see in real world testing how well this thing actually performs. So here's the particle counter, and this is an IQ Air. We're going to test how efficient this unit is. So first thing I got to do, of course, is power on the unit. And to test efficiency, pretty simple. You're just going to put the thing up to the outlet of it, and then you're going to test the air that's actually coming out of the unit. So we're going and do that. We're trying to get it close as possible. First reading might be high because there might be actually particles in the counter from it being exposed, but we'll go and see. And we're starting it up. And shockingly enough, it's actually picking up 0, which is very good. Okay, and then we're going to do that at different liters too. We're going to put the pump on higher too as well to see what it does in a longer period of test and stuff when I actually do the real testing. But this is just a glimpse to show you that this unit is 100% efficient and it picked up no particles. And then we're going to go and test the room to show you what's floating around in the air, which is probably a lot because I got 5 birds in this room right now with the door open. So let's see. And then there you go. And shockingly, that's actually not too bad because when I test people's home without any animals and birds, I literally get this thing up to the hundreds of thousands. So this thing is actually pretty respectable considering there's 5 birds and I haven't even cleaned out the room yet or done cleaning of the cage yet. But that's actually pretty good. But that's pretty much how we're going to do our test, but except this is going to be laying down a certain distance away from the air purifier when doing the test. I'm going to measure it out. And then I'm going to measure out the timing. Like I'm going to take each of the air purifiers out of the room and I'm going to put each one in here while testing them. And then I'm going to leave it set to a preset amount of time on the highest and lowest setting, stuff like it, so we can get a more accurate result on each of the units. And then I'm going to do a comparison video from this unit to, like, let's say the rabbit air or vice versa and stuff, so that way you can see which one's actually doing a better job and which one's a better bang for your buck, of course. And to show you I wasn't kidding about the 5 birds, there's one there, and hers right there. There's the second one. There's your 3rd, 4th, and 5th bird there. And I haven't cleaned up any of the cages and stuff like this, so you probably see some of the poop and stuff floating around. So there's literally should be a few particles in this room, but that's what we're gonna be testing against. So that'll be upcoming to the newer series of this video pretty much.